Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 4 of our end of year 3rd grade math review. Today, we're going to switch it up a little bit, and we are going to be talking about using the distributive property to help us with area models. And in particular, we're going to be looking at area models where the factors are a little bit bigger, and we may not necessarily know the multiplication facts for how to find the area. So let's go ahead and look at our I can statement. I can use the distributive property to solve area equations. Now, before we jump into that, let's kick it off with our fluency. So go ahead and grab a piece of paper and a pencil. We're going to be looking at the associative property. Our actual lesson is on the distributive property, but let's talk about the associative property first. So go ahead and divide your paper in half. And the associative property, remember, tells us it doesn't matter what order we multiply the factors in, because we will still get the same answer, and we can use the factors to multiply to create bigger factors to find different facts to solve and things like that. So let's look at the first one, 3 times 2 times 4. How do we want to group it first? Let's do 3 times 2. We know 3 times 2 is 6, and then bring down the times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Now over here, what's another way we can group it? We can do 2 times 4. 2 times 4 gives us 8 times, bring down the 3. 3 times 8 is 8, 16, 24. Got 24 both times. Now, there's even a third way we can do it where we can rearrange it. If it's 3 times 2 times 4, I can write it as 3 times 4 times 2. And then I'm going to group this 3 times 4, which gives me 12 times 2, 12, 24. And I still get 24 each time. Let's try it with one more. Go ahead and divide your paper or your little section into thirds. Ooh, I did not do a good job erasing this. All right, here we go. This time, 6 times 2 times 5. Let's group 2 times 5. Which makes 6 times 10. 6 times 10, that's easy, that's 60. All right, let's try another way. 6 times 2 times 10. Let's group 6 times 2. We know 6 times 2 is 6, 12 times 10. 12 times 10 makes 120. Oh my gosh, Miss Smith wrote the wrong equation. I was wondering why we got 2 different answers. Say, that's okay, Miss Smith. Let's go back. It should have been 6 times 2 times 5, not 6 times 2 times 10. There we go. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 5, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. And I get 60 again. Now let's do it the third way where we can even reorder the factors. So I'm going to do 6 times 5 times 2. Parentheses, 6 times 5 gives me 30. 30 times 2 gives me 60. See, each time we got 60. Great job. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of these area models behind me. I'm going to move my computer camera closer so we can see. So I have behind me some different rectangles, and I know right away to find area is length times width. So technically I should write area equals 17 times 8 in this case. Well, I certainly don't know what 17 times 8 is. So what I can do is I can partition this 17, and I can partition it into 10 and 7. And when I partition it like this, I create 2 smaller rectangles to find the area. So I broke 17 into 10 plus 7 times 8. And when I look at it up here, my new equation for this rectangle becomes 8 times 10. And this equation becomes 8 times 7. So then I can write it down here. 10 times 8 plus 7 times 8. We know right away 8 times 8 gives me 80 plus 8 times 7 or 7 times 8, that's 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56. 80 plus 56, which gives me 6, 13, 136 square units. So my area is 136 square units. Basically, all we did was partition our rectangle into 2 smaller rectangles and then add them back together to find the area. So let's try that again with this one. The area of this rectangle should be 15 times 6. I don't know 15 times 6, but I know I can partition 15 into what? 10 plus 5 times 6. So I'm going to partition, if this is the 15, I'm going to cut it, and this is going to become 10, and this is going to become 5. I know it's kind of hard to see because this rectangle is sideways, so just bear with me. My new equation will become 10 times 6 plus 5 times 6. And then I see it right here, 10 times 6 and 5 times 6. I know 10 times 6 is 60 plus 5 times 6, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 plus 30. Oh, that's some mental math. 60 plus 30 is 90 square units, just like that. Now let's look at our third one. I'm going to try and move a little bit closer. Here we go. Area equals 13 times 9. I don't know 13 times 9, so I'm going to cut it and make 10 and 3. So that will become 10 plus 3 times 9. So this becomes 10 times 9 plus 3 times 9. Okay, I know 10 times 9, that's 90, plus 3 times 9, 9, 18, 27, plus 27. Let's add them up. 0 plus 7 is 7, 9 plus 2 is 11. 117 square units. So again, we have talked about using the distributive property in general to help us solve larger facts, but it's important that we know we can also use it with area models, just like in this example, breaking down larger rectangles into smaller rectangles to create facts that we know to find the area. With that in mind, let's go ahead and look at our classwork for today. Looks like this. Again, you have rectangles and they went ahead and shaded them for you, so it's actually going to be easier for you guys to see the new facts. So this one originally was 8 times 9, because this was 5 and 4, but they cut it for you. So this became 8 times 5, which you see right here, 5 times 8. And then the white one becomes 4 times 8. Write your answer to 5 times 8, your answer to 4 times 8, add them together, that's your area, that's your area. Same thing over here. They partitioned, the gray part is 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So this would be 5 times 10 and then 2 times 5. You just have these 4 that I want you guys to try on your own. If you get stuck, remember, as always, you can call or text with any questions. Do not feel like you have to draw these rectangles at home. If you just want to get a piece of paper and write A, B, C, and D and write the equations by looking at the pictures, that is fine too. I can't wait to see how you guys do, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.